Good Friday morning, Oswego, and welcome to Top in the Morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Olivia Eugenio. An Oneida man is being charged with sexually abusing 7 children. A 16-year-old girl is missing, and the Whitetown Police Department needs your help. And later, Toyota has issued a new recall. Find out which vehicles are being notified. We'll have a more in-depth look at your top stories in just a moment. But first, let's take a quick check of your weather to get you out the door with meteorologist Rob Camille. Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Olivia, and good morning everyone else in Oswego County. Hopefully your Friday morning is going very well. Hopefully yours is too, Olivia.
Oh, it is a dandy day outside
today. It is a wonderful day outside. You know, I actually wasn't expecting it to be this nice. Right now outside the campus center, the sun has come out again, 50 degrees right now outside at the campus center. It feels a little bit cooler than it actually is outside because we do have a bit of a breeze out of the southwest at 12 miles an hour. Unfortunately, this looks like the last bit of sun that we're going to see, but thankfully the big rain system that we've had last night has finally moved off to the north and east. Just a couple lake effect rain bands sticking around the Watertown area. That's all we really have to deal with this morning. Look at your top weather headlines. This will be the last time we see the sun, at least for a little bit. We have a bit of a gray, wet weekend in store. Should move out by Monday, but getting in next week, we do have a big cool down ahead that's going to bring those temperatures down to some of the coldest that we've seen this entire season. We're talking 40s here. I'll touch on that in just a little bit, but right now let's send it back to the desk with Olivia for a look at your top stories.
40 degrees does not sound good. An Oneida man has been charged by authorities for sexually abusing 7 children. 67-year-old David J. Farrell was charged with predatory sexual assault against a child, 3rd-degree criminal sex act, and 2 counts of 1st-degree sexual abuse. Farrell confessed that he has molested children for over 4 decades. Farrell was arraigned in the Town of Vienna court and sent to Oswego County Jail without bail. Governor Andrew Cuomo announced a cleanup of brownfields earlier today. $10 million in grants will be put toward 26 projects performed throughout the Brownfield Opportunity Areas program. Plans are in motion to revitalize previously contaminated cities in the hopes of making them ready for the future development. Some of these programs include the South Salina Implementation Strategy and Erie Boulevard Implementation Strategy in Syracuse. And police need your help finding a girl who went missing from a residential facility in Oneida County. 16-year-old Jessica L. Clark was last seen October 8th leaving the House of the Good Shepherd campus. She was last seen wearing hot pink sweatpants with love written on one pant leg. Anyone with information should call the Whitstown Police Department at 315-736-1100. Statistics show that 1 in every 8 women will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. In honor of October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Oswego County Cancer Services Program has begun a month-long campaign aimed at increasing the awareness of breast cancer. And the Oswego Fire Department has decided to help out by creating a Kickstarter. The program provides free cancer screenings, including clinical breast exams and mammograms, to community members who are both uninsured between the ages of 40 and 64. SUNY Oswego University police charged a student with criminal sale of a controlled substance in the 5th degree yesterday evening. 18-year-old Sunday is accused of selling Adderall pills to an undercover UP officer for $40 in his room in Johnson Hall. Colin Sunday is also charged with 7th-degree possession of a controlled substance. He was arraigned in Oswego Town Court and remanded in county jail with bail set at $2,500 cash or $5,000 bounds. We're going to take a quick break, but first take a look at what happened on this day in history. Stay tuned.
I'm lucky. I get to do something I love.
How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork?
I help keep kids in school.
Good.
And that's the name of the game.
My name is LaDania Thomason. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
We are the Tigers from Pet 885. And you are watching WTOP. Yeah.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
The 2013 Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit. Moderated by ESPN sports broadcaster in class of '87 Steve Levy. Coming to Waterman Theater November 6th. Stay connected by visiting mediasummit.org for updates.
My husband! Where's my husband? Stop. What's she doing? 2,
She was a passenger. I was deboned on the passenger side.
We just had some wine. I wasn't even drunk. I was just buzzed.
What? You were just buzzed. Well, so you didn't tell us that. In that case, she's just fine.
Yeah. I'm fine.
Really?
No, not really.
Buzz driving. Maybe we should stop acting like it's no big deal.
All right, thank you for waking up with us. I'm joined by meteorologist Rob Camille. So, Rob, the play is going on this weekend.
Yes, it is. Fahrenheit 451. I just remembered it's actually making its debut this weekend.
So will the weather be okay for that? I mean, will it be the perfect weekend for you to go and sit and watch a play, or?
You know, actually, it might be the best idea to go see the show this weekend. Getting to the show might be a little bit wet, but today is actually going to be one of the better days for the entire weekend. As we take a look outside the campus center right now, 50 degrees is where the mercury sits. Feels a little bit colder outside than it actually is because we do have a bit of a breeze out of the southwest at 12 miles an hour. So it actually feels a little bit cooler around the 45, 50 degree mark, going towards 47 as of right now. Look at your radar. Just a couple lake effect rain showers over the Watertown into Sandy Creek and Pulaski. Just a couple lake effect showers that are sticking around the area for the most part. All the rain that we had last night, that kind of downpour around 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, that's all moved off to the north and east. So thankfully for this morning, it's going to be fairly dry, but the clouds are going to stick around as far as the day goes. Looking around your temperatures right now, the state for the most part is hovering in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Your cold spots down the south and west, Jamestown and Binghamton at 46 degrees. Buffalo checking in at 49. Syracuse checking in to 53, and Glens Falls and Plattsburgh checking in at 52 degrees. Around the county, your high temperatures for the day are going to be hovering around 60 for the most part in Oswego, Central Square, and down in Phoenix. A little bit cooler as we get towards the central and northern part of the counties as we go through the day. But for the most part, we will be sticking around 60 degrees for today. Now, taking a look at your setup for today, that rain with that low pressure system has moved off into the Atlantic Maritimes of Canada, and a lot of cooler air is coming in from the Great Lakes. Now, high pressure is also in control, which is going to bring us some sun and some clouds throughout the day, but it's going to be breezy and it's going to be a little bit cooler than what we've been seeing as well. Especially going into tonight, those clouds will dissipate enough where we do have a pretty decent chance at seeing a penumbral lunar eclipse this evening. Now, what a penumbral lunar eclipse is, it is not a full eclipse. It's basically just a little bit of a shadow creeping into the southern edge of the moon. The best part to see it is going to be down towards Cortland and Binghamton. Oswego will have a decent shot, but we will have some clouds still sticking around as we go into the evening. So for today, mostly cloudy, showers at times, usually around, particularly around the lunchtime hour between 10 and 2. 40% chance of rain today. 60 degrees is where we're going to be topping out. As we go through your day today, 53 degrees is where we're going to be starting out this morning, 8 and 9 o'clock. Mostly cloudy skies, what we're seeing right now. As we go through your lunch hour, 59 degrees. The showers start to move in a little bit. It's going to be north to south, and then we're going to be moving back out by around the 2 o'clock hour. Your high temperature we're going to hit at around 1 o'clock, but it's going to stay there for most of the afternoon at 60 degrees. Clouds are going to be a consistent part of the day today, but thankfully they'll clear out by nighttime. Partly cloudy tonight, 49 degrees for your low, so we will have a decent shot at seeing that lunar eclipse. It's still going to be breezy though, winds out of the southwest between 10 and 15 miles an hour. Now here's your setup for this weekend. We have a dip in the jet stream, which is going to bring colder air down from Canada, and it's going to bring more moisture in with it as well. This is going to set up some of the coldest temperatures that we've seen this entire season as we go through next week. Most of the eastern and central in the United States is going to be cooler than normal, but right in the Great Lakes region is where we're going to be seeing most of the cold temperatures. We're talking low 50s into the upper 40s as your daytime high. So it's definitely going to be a lot cooler as we go through the tail end of this weekend. You could see it start to come in throughout Saturday and Sunday. A lot of rain coming in, so Saturday definitely going to be a washout. Sunday a little bit better as those showers start to move out. Highs in the upper 50s. As we go through Monday and Tuesday, we see the sun again start to come back into the picture on Monday. But by Tuesday, that cold air starts to move in. We start to see a little bit more showers and the temperatures start to go into the upper 50s. That's all for the weather update right now. I'm going to toss it back to the desk with Olivia for a look at more of your national news.
All right, thank you, Rob. You know, I was supposed to go pumpkin picking this weekend, but we'll see if that actually ends up happening. Toyota is recalling 870,000 vehicles over an issue that in some cases was caused by spiders. A problem with an air conditioner part would cause airbags to deploy unnecessarily. Toyota says spider webs can cause a blockage in a drainage tube from the air conditioner condenser. The vehicles involved are model year 2012 and 2013 Camrys, Venzas, and Avalons, including hybrid versions. Owners will be notified by mail to take their vehicle to a Toyota dealer where the necessary work will be performed free of charge. In Georgia, some anxious Hollywood photographers are offering a hefty reward to help find a stolen movie camera. The $500,000 camera was being used to film the Dumber and Dumber sequel in Atlanta, according to the police report. The camera was stolen from the two photographers' SUV while they had breakfast at a local IHOP. Police took fingerprints from the scene and are looking for any possible leads. The photographers are also offering a $5,000 reward to anyone with information that could lead to the return of the undamaged camera. And now we'll take a look at what's happening in Oz with Marissa Sarback.
All right, thank you, Olivia. Today from 5:30 to 8 p.m., there is a celebration of life for Dr. Lucina Hernandez Landre, held at the Rice Creek Field Station to remember stories and remember the doctor with love, laughter, and music. Parking will be available at Fallbrook, and there will be a van shuttle from Fallbrook to Rice Creek beginning at 4:45 and ending at 7:15. In addition, the green shuttle runs a continuous loop back and forth. The final green shuttles in the evening will be departing from Rice Creek at approximately 7:30 and 8. Tonight from 7:30 to 10, there will be a production of Fahrenheit 451 in Waterman Theater and Tyler Hall. Ray Bradbury's 1953 classic is said to condemn a society equalized by ignorance and celebrate the creative minds who write books for the eager minds that must read them. Tickets are $12 for the general public and $7 for SUNY Oswego students. Parking is included in the cost of the ticket, which can be bought at one of the box offices on campus. There will be another production tomorrow night at 7:30. And the college is hosting another open house tomorrow from 12 to 5. The event is open to everyone and will take place in Campus Center. Throughout the day, there will be admissions presentations, student-guided campus tours, and academic presentations. There will also be an opportunity to meet with representatives from career services, international education, and experience-based education. There will also be presentations regarding financial aid and our first-year academic and advisement programs. So sorry. But anyways, are you going to be going to the Fahrenheit 451 presentation?
I'm honestly not sure. I'm kind of going to see what's going on this weekend, and honestly, if it's raining, that might be the perfect thing to do. But you know, it always seems like whenever there's rain, that's when we have an open house. The potential freshmen can just never seem to get a clear day. They always seem to just get rain every
right,
single
and that's
time.
not going to want to make them come here. That wouldn't want to make me come here, thinking that the weather's always not so nice.
Well, at least they're not coming in December, because then they'd have an even tougher time, and that would...
They need to start to plan them for the sunny days that we have.
Exactly. They need to be coming in mid-August, maybe some July action.
We have been pretty lucky with the weather, though, and I would say that because I think it's 2 weekends we're going to have Halloween, right? And then I just think that that's going to be really nice, because if the weather does stay, even if it's a little rainy, I'll take it as long as it's not cold.
Well, and didn't last year we had the snow on Halloween,
so hopefully we'll get a little bit luckier this year.
Hopefully no snow. Coming up after the break, we'll have Ian Dembling with your latest entertainment news and another look at your forecast. Stay with us. You're watching WTOP 10 Top in the Morning.
The 2013 Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit. Moderated by ESPN sports broadcaster and class of '87 Steve Levy. Coming to Waterman Theater November 6th. Stay connected by visiting MediaSummit.org for updates.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
All right, thank you for joining us. I'm with meteorologist Rob Camille. So, Rob, it's going to be a rainy weekend this weekend.
A little bit. It's going to start out nicer, but as the weekend progresses, usually into Saturday night, it is going to rain a little bit more. By the way, for the record, I did come to Oswego during a rainy open house, so it kind of didn't
still
really
here,
affect me. And I'm still
lucky
here.
To have you.
So, you know, it actually, weather, what can you do? So, as far as the weather conditions are concerned, your top weather headlines for the day as we go throughout your Friday. Today will be the last day that we see sunshine. Unfortunately, I know we do have a bit of a gray, wet weekend in store, but we also have a pretty big cool down coming in next week that will bring temperatures down into the lower 50s into the upper 40s for your daytime high. Now, as we go through the day today, 50 degrees is where we sit right now. Mostly cloudy skies. The sun has finally made an appearance once again, trying to give us a little last hurrah before we get into all the rain. A little bit cooler is what it feels like. Feels like 47 out there because we do have a bit of a breeze out of the southwest between 10 and 15 miles an hour, occasionally gusting a little bit higher than that. Taking a look at your regional radar right now, most of the moisture that we had earlier in the day, this morning actually, around 1 o'clock this morning, has moved off to the north and east into the Canadian Maritimes. All that we have left are just a couple lake effect rain showers that are going to be hitting the northern part of Oswego County moving into Watertown. So if you live in Sandy Creek, Pulaski, Lacona, Altmar, this is going to be affecting you for much of your day today. So you will see some spotty showers, and so will we as we get into a little later on in the day. So for your Friday, most of that moisture associated with that low pressure system has moved off. A lot of more breezier and more cooler air is moving into the area from the Great Lakes. We will have some sun and some high clouds as well, and some heavier clouds moving in throughout the day. So for today, mostly cloudy, showers at times, about a 40% chance of rain, mostly during your lunchtime hour. 60 degrees is where we're going to top out today around 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's still going to be fairly warm, but it's going to start to rain a little bit. And we'll see that rainy weather progress as the weekend goes on. Still a little bit breezy as well. Winds out of the west between 10 and 20 miles an hour. So make sure you hold on to your hats today, folks, because it is going to be windy out there. Around the rest of the county, 60 degrees is where we're looking at for much of the county. Oswego, Central Square into Phoenix. We're also looking at some lower temperatures into the upper 50s in much of the county as well. But for the most part, 60 degrees is going to be the benchmark for where we're at today. Now looking at your 5-day forecast, unfortunately today will be the last bit of sunshine that we see, at least for now. Saturday is going to be the rainiest day of the weekend. Showers starting at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, moving through the entire night. The showers will move out on Sunday, but it will be a little bit cooler. As we go into your Monday, the start of your work week, 60 degrees, the sun comes back at least for a little bit, but by Tuesday we start to see more rain and we start to see those cooler temperatures move in. As I said before, that system with that dip in the jet stream is going to bring some temperatures that could even go down into the 40s for your daytime high. So unfortunately, not a great setup for the rest of your weekend or for the start of your week, but today, definitely going to be a day to enjoy. I'm going to send it back to the desk with Olivia for a look at more of your entertainment news.
All right, thank you, Rob. This is not your ordinary Starbucks, and the new coffee house in Chicago is made of recycled shipping containers. And no more driving to get your coffee. Customers will walk up to the window to order their coffee because there's no drive-through. The store is even more eco-friendly because there is no indoor seating. The new concept is getting mixed reviews. Some like it, others want to be able to sit inside. And now we'll have your entertainment news with Ian Debling.
Good morning, everyone. Sad news today for all Glee fans out there. Series co-creator Ryan Murphy said that the Fox dramedy will be coming to an end after 6 thrilling seasons. The news comes to us now 3 months after the tragic sudden death of Glee star Corey Monteith. Murphy said in an interview Thursday with Entertainment Weekly that he originally planned for the show to end with Finn, played by Monteith, and co-star Lea Michele, who plays the role of Rachel Berry. Murphy believes still that the new ending is, quote, very satisfactory and still honors Monteith. Even more sad news now for all of you Disney Channel fans. The Jonas Brothers have canceled their 2013 tour, and on Thursday it was confirmed that the @JonasBrothers Twitter account was deleted. The Joe Bro spokesperson Jesse Darris commented on the recent split, saying that there is currently a rift with some of the members of the band and the direction they wish to go with their music. So far, there has been no word as to whether or not the deleting of the Twitter account is permanent. Well, it's no secret that Lady Gaga's Little Monsters are some of the most dedicated fans out there, but have they recently taken it a bit too far? Gaga tweeted a screenshot Thursday of an Instagram message sent to her page after she posted 2 photos of lyrics to her upcoming album, Art Pop. Apparently, fans reported the photos because they believed they were inappropriate, putting people at risk of harm and drug use. However, Gaga is taking it all in stride, laughing off the enthusiastic fans in her post on Twitter. The funniest lady on the silver screen is making her way into the fashion world on the cover of Elle magazine. The November issue of the magazine features a wide variety of women on its cover, including Melissa McCarthy. However, her cover is getting anything but laughs. Fans are upset with her being completely covered in a large trench coat, while her counterparts, Shailene Woodley and Penelope Cruz, are in bathing suits. McCarthy has not yet commented on this situation.
All right, so thank you, Ian. You know, Lady Gaga, she is actually, I don't know if you've heard about this, but she's going to be doing a holiday special with the Muppets.
Wow, I'm very excited about that because not only do I love the Muppets, I also love everything that Lady Gaga ends up putting together. She always makes it very interesting.
All right, well, thank you, Ian. We need to take one last break, but when we come back, we'll have a final look at your forecast with Rob Camille. But first, take a look at what celebs are celebrating their birthdays today. Stay with us. You're watching WTOP 10, Top in the Morning.
You believe this guy? Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry.
Pass the honey? 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, I'm Al Roker, class of '76, Oswego State University. You're watching WTOP, Channel 10. We didn't have this when I was in school. We just had radio and smoke signals.
We are Cub Scouts from Oswego Pack 888, and you are watching WTOP.
The 2013 Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit. Moderated by ESPN sports broadcaster and class of '87 Steve Levy. Coming to Waterman Theater November 6th. Stay connected by visiting mediasummit.org for updates.
Attention students and faculty. Avery Rental Properties is now renting for the next school year. Avery accommodates all group sizes, small or large. Avery Rental Properties. Make our house your home. 24-hour maintenance, garbage removal, snow removal, and off-street parking. Avery Rental Properties. 315-343-5005.
Hi, I'm CNN's Rob Marciano, and you're watching WTOP 10, your television station.
All right, women across the country are suing the maker of a popular hair smoothing product. The unsatisfied customers claim Unveilor's Suave Keratin Infusion Smoothing Kit burns scalps and causes permanent hair loss. The suit also says false advertising for the promoting the product as formaldehyde-free. Unveilor says the product was discontinued last year and it is taking the claims very seriously. More than 380,000 units have been recalled. And Facebook stock has reached new heights, according to the NASDAQ website. The social networking giant's stock reached a high of $52.04 a share. It comes after shares rose 3.3% yesterday to settle at $51.13 earlier this week. Investment banking advisory firm Evercore Partners said it expects Facebook to hit $60 a share. The prediction comes amid estimates that Facebook's Instagram app could bring in millions in advertising revenue by 2014. The image-sharing app rolled out video capabilities in June and is expected to launch sponsored content. And now we're going to take a final look at your forecast with Rob Camille. Rob?
Thank you very much, Olivia. Before we take a look at your forecast, though, I want to take a quick look at our traffic report for those of you who are heading out the door this Friday morning. Looking around Oswego County, some of the major roadways, 481, 104, and Interstate 81. We're looking pretty free and clear as we go through Oswego County. Now, as we get into the Syracuse metro area, there is one big delay that we need to talk about. Interstate 481 southbound at the I-81 off-ramp to southbound I-81 is closed according to the DOT, so make sure that you plan an alternate route if you're going to be heading down that way. Otherwise, I-81 north southbound and the New York State Thruway are all looking pretty good. Now, as we look at our class cast for today, going through the early classes, all of you getting up for your 9-10s right now, it's going to be 55 degrees as we head out the door. It's going to slowly warm up throughout the day, up to 60 degrees by about 12:40, 12:45, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. For the most part, we're going to be seeing cloudy conditions throughout the day. There could be a chance of showers as we go through your Friday afternoon, usually around the lunchtime hour, but for the most part, it's just going to be some heavy clouds that are sticking around for the time being, and that is your Friday forecast.
Well, thank you, Rob. You know, the Jonas Brothers split, Ian was telling us a little bit about that earlier, is just getting sadder and sadder. And you know, with holiday season coming up, how are you going to sit across the table from your brothers like, I'm sorry we had to end our band, but here's the turkey, you know? So I don't know, I'm concerned for them.
I mean, I didn't really hear anything about the Jonas Brothers splitting up until Ian had mentioned it. I figured, because I remember something happening like way back, you know, like last year almost. I'm like, oh, okay, they probably got over it because they were doing a comeback tour. But now that I hear that, it's like, okay, maybe they really didn't work out their differences. I mean, it's unfortunate, but...
They said that the differences were musical, like the musical direction that they wanted to go into, though. So I don't know if it's like family tension or it's more just the work that they're doing. So I feel like it would be really difficult. Like I think about working with my brother, and I feel like that would be a lot of tension, you know, because it's your family and you have that dynamic, and it would be really interesting to see how that plays out.
Exactly. Oh, I know. My sister and I would kill each other if we attempted to do music, much less the fact that she is as tone deaf as anything, so it would not be good. But
I mean, my little brother and I, when we were younger, we had this idea because I'm a drummer myself, and he wanted to pick up the guitar. We were like, hey, let's start a band together. And now I'm thinking about it, probably would not be for the best. No.
Family and work.
No. Well, I mean, I do love the kid to death, and it is his birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday, Mike. Sorry I can't be home to enjoy it, but hope you have a great day.
You are in a band, though, right, Rob?
Yes, I am. That's a lot of fun. Iodine Skyline.
Okay, what type of music do you guys do?
Kind of rock alternative, so picture, I guess, Fall Out Boy mixed with Linkin Park, mixed with some other cool stuff in that genre. So
a little combination of everything.
It's a little combination of everything.
Maybe
you know?
One day you'll be as big as the Jonas Brothers.
Well, here's hoping.
And then you won't delete that Twitter account.
No, that right now that Twitter account is staying right where it is.
Well, and hopefully you won't have all the screaming girls, the little 12-year-old girls screaming, running
Rob
around.
screaming girls.
I can see it.
But Fahrenheit 451 coming up this weekend. I know, Rob, you have to go because you have class, and some professors are doing extra credit for that.
Right. Yeah, they are. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to it. It looks like a fantastic show, and I know a lot of people are actually working behind the scenes, so I really want to kind of go in and see what it has to offer, because I've read the book, but I haven't seen the play, the theatrical adaptation to it. So I kind of want to see how they take what happens in the book itself and they put it on the stage, and I think it should be a really good show.
The theater department here does a really good job with all the plays that they put on.
They
I've
do.
always been so happy with everything I went to. Like, it's not a college level. I feel like they are exceeding expectations.
And what will be very exciting is also we know that the next project here at SUNY Oswego, now that Shinneman has all been taken care of, the next thing that they're going to be doing construction on is the Waterman Theater in Tyler Hall.
Yeah.
So the acoustics will be great. Everything will be state of the art, and it's going to be very exciting.
That'll be awesome to see. I'm so excited. I mean, hopefully it'll be here before we graduate.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Let's hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah, Ian will be here.
Yeah.
What do you have?
And
2 more years.
2 more?
Well, yeah, I'm a sophomore now, so 2.5.
Yeah.
And that will do it for us here for the entire 10 News team. I'm Olivia Eugenio.
And I'm Rob Camille. Thanks for waking up with us this week. Enjoy your Friday morning.